If you love crochet and you also love making your home look nice without draining your bank account, this video is going to be your new favorite thing. I'm going to walk you through some of the easiest, cheapest, and most beautiful crochet projects you can make to decorate your entire home, room by room. No fancy equipment, no expensive materials, and you don't even need to be an expert. Some of these projects take one evening, some take a weekend, but by the end of this video, you're going to have a full list of ideas you can start today. So here's the problem. Decorating a home is expensive, like really expensive. You walk into a home decor store and a simple woven basket is $30. A throw pillow cover, another $25. A wall hanging that's basically just some string tied in a pattern, $40, sometimes more. And the annoying part is most of that stuff is made from cheap material anyway. You're not even paying for quality, you're paying for the brand name and the fact that it's sitting in a nice store with good lighting. And if you're someone who's redecorating an apartment, moving into a new place, or just trying to freshen up a room without spending a paycheck, that adds up fast. A living room alone could easily cost you $300 or $400 just in small decor pieces. Pillows, baskets, rugs, wall art, plant holders. It never ends. But here's the thing. If you already crochet, or even if you're just starting out, you are sitting on a skill that can replace almost all of that spending. And I don't mean cheap-looking replacements either. I mean pieces that look like they belong in a magazine, that people are going to ask you where you bought them. So let's actually get into it. Let's talk about the specific projects you can make, starting with the easiest ones and working our way up to the ones that'll really transform a room. First one, and probably the easiest place to start, is coasters. I know that sounds small, but hear me out. A set of crochet coasters takes maybe an hour to make, uses barely any yarn, and instantly adds a homemade, cozy feel to any coffee table. You can match them to your color scheme, mix textures, even make different shapes like hexagons or scalloped circles. And when guests come over and see a set of coasters that actually match your space instead of some plain cork ones from a $5 store pack, it changes the whole vibe of the room. Small detail, big impact. Next, let's talk baskets. This is where things start to get really useful. Chunky crochet baskets made with thick yarn or even fabric strips are incredibly popular right now, and for good reason. They're sturdy, they hold their shape, and you can use them for literally anything. Blankets, plants, magazines, kids' toys, even just as a decorative piece sitting empty in a corner. The trick here is using a bulky yarn or t-shirt yarn because that's what gives the basket structure without needing any stiffening spray or wire. You just single crochet in a spiral and the weight of the yarn does the rest. This is one of those projects that looks like it took hours of skill, but honestly, it's beginner friendly. Then there's pillow covers. This one saves you the most money out of everything on this list. Store-bought decorative pillow covers are one of the most overpriced items in the entire home decor world. You're basically paying for two pieces of fabric sewn together with a zipper. When you crochet your own cover, you control the color, the pattern, the texture, everything. You can do a simple granny square style, a textured basket weave stitch, or even a chunky ribbed pattern that looks like something from a high-end furniture store. And the best part is, you can reuse the pillow insert you already have. You're just switching out the cover. Now let's move into wall decor because this is where crochet really gets to shine. Macrame gets all the attention for wall hangings, but crochet can do the exact same thing, sometimes even better because you have more control over texture and pattern. A crochet wall hanging with layered fringe, some texture stitches, and a wooden dowel can become the focal point of an entire room. And it costs you maybe $10 in materials compared to the $60 or $70 stores charge for something similar. You can also make smaller wall pieces, like crochet flowers arranged in a frame, or a circular mandala-style piece that hangs on its own. These are great for filling empty wall space without committing to a huge piece of art you might not like in 6 months. Let's talk about plant hangers next, because if you have any plants at all, this is a project you need to try. A crochet plant hanger is one of the fastest projects on this list. It's just a bunch of even cords crocheted or knotted together, holding a pot at the bottom. Store-bought ones are usually the quality of a plastic bag, but a handmade one made with cotton yarn looks so much richer and it holds up so much better over time. Plus, hanging plants instantly make a room feel more alive, more put together, like you actually thought about the space instead of just filling it with furniture. Now, here's where we get into the bigger projects, the ones that really transform a room. Let's talk about rugs. I know a crochet rug sounds like a huge task, and it can be, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Using a big hook and either t-shirt yarn or thick cotton rope, you can make a round or oval rug that becomes the centerpiece of a room. It's the kind of project you work on a little each night while watching something, and within a couple weeks, you have a rug that would easily cost over $100 in a store, made for maybe $15 or $20 in materials. And this is actually where the real transformation happens, because once you start combining these projects, the coasters, the pillow covers, the basket, the wall hanging, the plant hanger, and the rug all in one room together, that's when the whole space starts to feel completely different. It stops looking like a normal apartment with random furniture in it and starts looking like a home that has an actual style, a warm, cozy, put-together feel that store-bought decor just can't replicate. Because store-bought decor is made for everyone. What you make is made specifically for your space, your colors, your textures, your patterns, and it fits your home specifically, not whatever a big company decided was trendy this season. There's also something about a handmade home that just feels different when you walk into it. You've probably felt this before, walking into someone's house and it just feels warm, personal, lived in, versus walking into a place that feels like a furniture showroom. That difference usually comes down to small, handmade touches, the kind of stuff you can't just buy off a shelf. So if you're sitting there thinking about redoing a room or you just moved somewhere new and it feels empty, don't run to the store first. Grab a hook, grab some yarn and colors you actually like, and start with something small, a coaster set, a plant hanger, whatever feels easiest to you. Once you finish that first piece and set it in your space, you're gonna want to make more, trust me. To sum it all up, decorating your home doesn't have to drain your wallet. Coasters, baskets, pillow covers, wall hangings, even full rugs. All of these are things you can make with basic stitches and a bit of patience. And when you put them together in one space, you get a home that looks better than something you'd pay hundreds of dollars for, and it actually means something because you made it yourself. If this gave you some ideas, go hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video where I show you exactly how to make one of these projects step by step.